All right, and we are live. What is going on, my specialist SPC here, and welcome back to the John Carpenter Watch series. Man, today we got a great movie to watch. It's been like 3 years since I've watched it, so I'm super excited to get back into it. But today's guest, I am here with none other than Nick from the Movie Ranker. Welcome back, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. This is a classic.
Yes, it's
Definitely.
so underrated. Like I always hear obviously The Thing, Halloween, but man, this for me as of now, obviously I still got a lot more movies to go through, but as of now, this is my third favorite John Carpenter movie.
And I've seen all 21 films with his TV movies, and this is my number 3.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yep.
So I guess in terms of that, what's kind of your history with John Carpenter? Like, what got you introduced to him and made you want to watch his movies?
Really, it was this one. Was I think his first movie. This and Village of the Damned, the remake. Those were two I watched a lot growing up. I had the VHS of this one, Christine, and I always rented Village of the Damned. So those are the two movies I watched the most. Then The Thing video game came out on Xbox, the original Xbox, in like 2002 or 3. And I was like, what is this? And then I just started diving into The Thing stuff and then more John Carpenter stuff. I knew about Halloween. I just never got around to watching it in my younger years. But yeah, then I went full blast on his filmography.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm going through a lot of these movies for the first time, so I'm excited for a lot of them. I'm a little scared for a few of them. Like, I don't know what to expect with some of these movies. I know prior to us getting in, you told me a little bit about what to expect for Starman next week. So I'm a little more optimistic, not so scared anymore. But I don't know. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, it's not a perfect filmography, but most of them are fun.
Sweet. Good to hear. We got Backtrack Cinema here in the chat. Great movie. It is, man. Can't wait to get back into this. I'm going to say this to anybody who hates Halloween Ends. Please go watch this. Go back and try the movie again. You might think about it differently. Just saying. That's just me, though. So, yeah, you guys, I guess without further ado, let's get into Christine. I am excited to get back in and watch this. So, Nick, are you ready to watch a killer car?
I am ready.
All right. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Way better than the other killer vehicle movie, Maximum Overdrive.
That movie is dreadful. My buddy Ethan, he's like, how could you not like that, man? The killer vehicle had the Green Goblin on it. I'm like, that's why you think I would like this movie? Seriously?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I made it halfway through. I turned it off. I finally finished it. I'm like, that no.
There's some entertainment value once you know behind the scenes how everybody was so messed up on cocaine and everything. They spent most of their budget on that. Stephen King barely remembers even directing it. It's like I can see that now when I see the movie.
Yeah, I don't. One and done. I hope they never make another one again.
Yeah, that was the only movie Stephen King ever directed.
Oh, well, like I can see why.
Yep.
Jason, Duel is good too.
Yeah, that's true. That's what's his name? Steven Spielberg's first movie.
Oh, okay. I will admit, man, when I watched Dark Star, that was rough. That was rough to get through.
Yeah, that's my second least favorite.
Second least favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite?
Ghosts of Mars.
Ghosts of Mars. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's wild.
That's one I don't know what to expect. Like, is it action? Is it sci-fi? Is it horror? Is it like a combination of all of them?
It tries to do everything, but fails at everything.
Okay.
On the assembly line.
Yeah. Love the music choice.
Man, the music's so good in this movie. It fits the film well. 1958 Plymouth Fury.
Beautiful. I don't know anything about cars, man. That's a beautiful car.
I don't know much either. I just know that that's what this car is. Such an iconic looking car, too.
Yeah. Now I hear they're going to do a remake of this. Is that true?
I have no idea. I feel like they're just going to remake everything eventually.
That is true. That is true. Ah. I can see it now, man. It's just going to be a CGI fest.
Yeah. It's interesting because in this movie, the car was always like kind of evil or something about it. Where in the book, it's not like that. It was normal at first, and it's like I don't know, someone's soul goes into it or something like later in the film, like in the book. It plays out differently what Christine is, you know.
Oh yeah, because it's like the owner or the owner's brother or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. It wasn't like evil or whatever from the start, like this one kind of is, where it's already messing with people here.
Mm-hmm. Got Zappy Live. What up? How's it going, man?
So
And Jason, my top 5 as of now: The Thing, Halloween, Big Trouble, Christine, and Starman is number
there you
5.
go. There you go.
Okay, okay. I got Film Kid. What's going on, buddy?
So
And Zappy Live, you watching the original? Yes, sir, we are.
is there any other?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious now. And Film Kid has not seen this movie yet.
It's a good watch. I like movies where good guys slowly descend into darkness.
Yeah,
This one does it well.
it is a good one.
Another nice car.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
He's such a nerd.
oh, man.
I'll never forget there's one of the bullies at school in this movie who looks like he's like 45.
Oh,
he's,
man.
he's like so old looking. Oldest bully I ever seen in a movie from a high school.
That's like oh man, what's his name now? The guy who plays Flash in the original Spider-Man movie. Like, he looks way too old to be a high schooler.
In the newer Spider-Man movies?
No, the one with Tobey Maguire. I can't think of what
Oh,
his name
okay.
is. Yeah.
I like that they gave him this like jock friend though, you know, because there's so many movies where they're just loners and that, like, you know.
Yeah. When I first watched this, I was like, that's different because usually
Yeah.
it's like the football guy bullies the nerd, but
Mhm.
having them be friends was good choice. Film Kid, I've only seen 3 of Carpenter's movies. What's your favorite car from a movie or TV series?
So many. There's Kit. There's the Dukes of Hazard car.
The
There's
DeLorean, man. That's the
the
only
DeLorean.
answer.
Oh, the DeLorean is a good answer.
It's the only one I can think of at the top of my head. Film Kid, my ranking on the 3 is 3 Big Trouble Little China, 2 Halloween, 1 The Thing. Good choice.
Welcome to Team The Thing.
Yes. Zappy, I could have sworn I saw a trailer for a new Christine. Could be my bad memory. I know we were just talking about there's supposed to be a remake coming out eventually.
It's possible. I mean, they're doing so much.
Hollywood has no originality anymore.
No. And the fact that they know it's guaranteed money in a way. It's
Yeah,
certain things like Halloween and stuff like that.
yeah. My Grand Budapest Hotel Criterion Collection Blu-ray came in today or yesterday.
Nice.
His friend is from Top Gun.
It's true, eh? I need to get me some Criterions one of these days. They're like high class.
They're a little too spendy for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't believe he can't open his locker though.
It's kind of sad.
Then he shuts it right away.
Yeah. Dumbass.
I don't know about remaking this. I don't think there's much more you could say about it, you know, like I don't know.
What would you do? Use the same car again,
Or have it set in the 80s and it'll just be like changing eras basically, it feels like.
yeah, kind of like what it does, like how the flashback takes place in like the
Right.
80s instead of the 50s.
Except that movie needed an upgrade, that miniseries. So like, you know,
Almost agree with you.
this doesn't feel like it needs it.
No,
See
I mean
this
I
guy.
agree.
This guy, the guy with the friggin' sideburns.
Uh,
As if he's
Oh
in high
God,
school.
he looks like a real. He looks like this is gonna be terrible to say. He looks like John Travolta if he did drugs.
I was just about to say that too. He has the same face.
He does. That was my first thought when I watched. I'm like, what the hell is John Travolta doing in here?
Well, he's in Carrie.
He is. Oh, what a waste.
Arnie looks like he'd be a member of Weezer.
He does.
I got some Friday the 13th Part 2 alumni.
Oh. Why? They always got to do this in those movies.
That's such like a random thing to do to someone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The sad part is though it's effective.
Yeah, but it's frowned upon. I mean,
Yes. Yes. Oh, Kurt Russell's car from Death Proof was pretty badass. That's a good choice.
that is a good choice. Thinking outside the box.
Yeah. Star Wars Nerd 00. Hello there. Hell yeah, Zappy.
The Ecto one from Ghostbusters.
That's another good one.
But can those cars kill people? Well,
That
they
is.
can, but not on their own.
Oh, two other good ones. The truck from Jeepers Creepers
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
and the car from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, the ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Oh, that was. Jesus. You know, I don't know why. If they made a Spider-Man movie in the '80s, I could see all these people being in it.
Yeah, you got Peter Parker and Osborn.
Yeah, that other guy. I don't know. I could say either Flash or if you wanted to make him into a villain, make him Craven the Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, he spotted her. It's funny. It looks like junk, and he's like, "This is treasure."
Yeah, look at it. It's beautiful. It is sad though when you see it in the beginning. You're like, "Oh, it's beautiful," and you look at this, you're like, "Oh," and then it's beautiful again. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think in like the book, Arnie kind of starts like turning into the guy. Like, I guess he's got like a bad back or something like that.
Like the killer's personality or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Do you recognize the old man?
Is he from Home Alone?
Yeah.
That is him.
The guy shoveling, yeah.
Oh, what the hell? God, he's so skinny. Oh my god.
Hmm. The dialogue's great in this.
Yeah. I don't know why. Have you seen Riding the Bullet?
Nope.
No? Okay. So like David Arquette's in it, and he plays like a ghost. I don't know if it's exactly this car, but he drives a car really familiar to this one.
Okay.
It's it's a Stephen King movie. It's like a lower budget one, not really well known, but it's worth a
Yeah,
watch.
I seen the title now that you say it, the poster with Stephen King's. But
Yeah.
yeah, I never watched it.
Okay.
This car's actually in Cat's Eye, makes a appearance.
Oh,
The
really?
Stephen King anthology. Yeah. This Cujo, they're just like randomly running by and stuff just to say they're there, like little Easter eggs, but
Really? Huh. My brother has Cat's Eye. I've always looked at it. I've never watched it before.
yeah. James Woods,
James Woods.
he's in the first segment. He has a good segment.
Okay.
What's her name? Drew Barrymore.
Really?
Yeah, she's in the big final segment as a kid.
No, she's a kid?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the 80s, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the James Woods one was really good. I like that one a lot.
I'm excited to see what he can do in Vampires.
Oh yeah, that was a really fun one. I like that.
Was it? Yeah,
Like
that's the
the
one I
like the
want to
world and like the
watch.
rules that they create and everything.
It looks very like Western kind of looking.
Hmm. It's like Western feel, but like I said, that's like they're these hunters, right? Hunting them, so they have like certain rules that they do and everything. It's this cool world, and he's hilarious in it. James Woods as the leader.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's like his last great movie, in my opinion.
I guess sadly the only thing I've ever seen him in is Family Guy.
No, I meant John Carpenter.
Oh, John Carpenter. Oh, okay.
Like his last real like higher up movie is Vampires for me.
Okay. I always hear that about In the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, that one was different. I was just intrigued by it. I feel like I need to rewatch it.
I only watched it the one time, but I liked it a lot.
Mhm. First time he's standing up for himself.
Yeah.
Darnell's. I love Darnell.
Oh man, it's rough to watch.
The do-it-yourself garage. I just love that every vehicle in here is like a muscle car, and they're all just like it's normal because it was the 80s. It's like nowadays it's like, damn, you got a Charger? It's like
Yeah. My uncle's got one of. He's got a Challenger. I think he's got two Challengers, and I can't ever remember what the other vehicle he has, man. But God, they're beautiful vehicles.
Mhm. It's hard to believe that like a bunch of people used to have them before, like it was normal.
Yeah. Now everything we have is eco-friendly or electric.
No, plastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit a raccoon, your whole front's gone off your car.
Oh yeah, it's game over.
Yeah, him. He's so funny. The owner. He's a no nonsense type of guy.
Yeah.
He's so good at playing that mean character.
Even the guy who plays Arnie, he's doing good playing like the nerdy, scared type of character.
I don't remember seeing him in too much stuff either.
I guess this is the only thing I can think of at the top of my head.
Yeah, it's the second biggest movie. Oh yeah, he's in Jaws 2, but he's just like one of the random kids, I think.
I have not. I haven't gotten past the first one.
Lucky.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. I just find the relationship too between him and the car is so interesting. It's like basically becomes his girlfriend, right?
Yeah. Even like later on in the film, I know these two are like talking, and he's like, "Oh, you're talking about whoever the other girl he meets later on." No, hell no, man. I'm talking about Christine.
You see
Oh,
the rack on that thing?
yeah. I'm trying so hard to separate this from Halloween Ends. I'm trying so hard.
But that movie tried to be like 3 movies in one.
Yes, yes, it did.
It didn't know if it wanted to tell this story, the Halloween ending of the trilogy, the
I still think the story is good, but yeah, they shouldn't have done it in a third movie.
there is some good in there, yeah. I like the Corey character. I just don't like how he's handled in the third act or anything. It almost feels pointless to me when it's like, all right, we're done with him. We're moving back to Michael. It's like, what?
Yeah, they move so fast. Like,
Mm-hmm.
then they
Like I feel like they don't even acknowledge like his death like much. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, even like when they come in the house, they're just like look at him, they're like, oh. And then they walk in, they're like, oh my god, is that Michael? Like, yeah. And then they just
they already forgot about him.
yeah, man.
I just think it needed one more draft, like, tighten it up just a little bit more.
Yeah, they should have just stuck with what they were gonna do, have all 3 movies on the same night.
Yeah. I feel like the Corey stuff could have been a really good like spin-off,
Yes.
on its own.
If they were gonna actually kill Michael off and ends, and then they started this new one and have it like Corey and Allison, I'd be all on board.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Money falling out your asshole. The first time you see him being nice, he switches right back.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the Mandela effect or what, but I always remembered my VHS cover having like a bluish car, like an aqua almost colored car, but it's red with like a blue background. And I was just like, I always remembered having a different tape.
Huh.
And the car is obviously red, so
yeah. I mean, the only cover I've ever seen is this one here, is with the fire and the red and all that.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't the same. Those 4-packs are awesome.
Oh, I know, man. I love it. The only one I haven't seen on here is the Seventh Son. I have no idea what that's about.
No, me neither. I got a few. I got a few Stephen King ones like that. That's how I got Cat's Eye and that with the 4 on them.
Yeah, I got they're all like the TV movies. So I have the one that's got The Shining, It, and I think Salem's Lot with Robert Lowe or Rob Lowe, whatever his name is.
Okay, yeah.
Haven't watched Salem's Lot yet.
I always hear good things about the original, the miniseries.
Yeah, I was gonna watch the original before this new one came out, and I saw it was like 3 hours. I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a long movie, but
yeah, because it was played out in episodes on TV when it came out.
Yeah.
This part here, where they're after the girl, it feels like a John Hughes movie or something.
Yeah. He's the guy who did Ferris Bueller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That and Breakfast Club, and one of my favorites is I'm blanking. The one where they make the girl as their science experiment.
Weird Science.
Weird Science. Yes, I couldn't think of the name. Love that one.
I see that we have like an arcade bar here, and that's one of like the posters they have hanging around the place. So I always see it, and I'm always like, John Hughes. God, that name sounds familiar.
It's funny. They end up making a woman for their experiment. They just don't know what to do. They're just like all shy and staring at her like.
I gotta check that one out, man. I want to check out Wes Craven's weird take on that too. I forgot what that one's called, like Deadly Deadly Blessing or something.
Okay, yeah, I never seen it, but I did hear the name. Has like curtains with like two hands or something on the poster.
Yeah, it might be. I think.
Mm. It's another director I'd like to tackle one of these days.
Yeah, I've only seen Scream, all the Scream movies he did, and the two Nightmare on Elm Streets. That's all I've seen so far. Oh,
Uh,
and Vampire in Brooklyn.
okay, never seen that, but I had it on my watch list.
It's it's different. It's not
Yeah,
bad. It's different.
it's Eddie Murphy, yeah.
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 You see Eddie Murphy as a vampire, you're like, okay, this must be like a comedy, but it's kind of like another identity crisis. Like it tries to be a comedy, but it really tries to be a horror too.
Okay, can't
So
balance it out.
yeah.
The People Under the Stairs is awesome by him.
See, everybody says that's such a good movie, and I've never heard of it until like the last year or so.
Oh yeah, I got that one too.
Apparently, Jordan Peele's either producing it or is remaking it or something.
I have heard that. Yeah, another remake. It's there's this really wacky scene because they're like breaking in a house. It's like Don't Breathe type, but not a blind guy in there.
Mhm.
Anyway, and they find people under the stairs or whatever, like that they had kidnapped there or whatever, being hostage. And the final act is this is like the main guy living there dressed up in a full like what do you call that suit? Like ghillie, not ghillie suit, like gimp suit, like with the
Okay.
gag ball and everything, like the full thing with a shotgun,
Oh
just
god. Oh,
going crazy, trying to shoot up the whole house. And it's like right wacky.
what? Really?
Yeah, well, everybody's trying to get away.
What the
It's like
hell?
out of nowhere because he's not wearing it the whole movie. Out of nowhere, he comes out, but it's like the full leather suit there. It's full, not spandex, but rubber suit basically from head to toe.
Oh man.
It's just
Man.
hilarious the way it's shown though. He's like just running around the house with the shotgun blowing holes in the walls.
Is it a comedy, like unintentional comedy, or what?
There is some comedy in there for sure, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's not like a scary movie or nothing.
Okay.
It's just these fucked up people who like were kidnapping children in the area and putting them in their basement and locking them up and stuff.
Oh boy. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I might have to
But
check it out.
it's more entertaining than what it sounds. It's not as dark as as what it seems.
About to say that sounds kind of messed up.
With the Wes Craven touch on it though.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not long before New Nightmare he made that.
Oh wow.
So I'm kind of curious, is Jordan Peele gonna go that same route?
Yeah, I feel like he might lean a little more into the comedy side. I would say.
I say it's like Don't Breathe because it's like the main characters are technically breaking in, so it's like they're not really that good people either, you know.
I do like Don't Breathe.
Even though that's messed up too in certain scenes.
Yeah, you got that right.
Not once, but twice I've had to witness turkey baster scenes in horror movies.
Ooh.
Damn you, Seed of Chucky.
Oh god, that's the worst one. Oh.
Then I thought it was safe till Don't Breathe came along.
And it's a more serious horror movie.
Yeah.
It's Film Kid, Home Alone or Home Alone 2? I like the first one.
As a kid, Home Alone 2. As an adult, Home Alone. But I love them both.
It's a good one.
2 has more crazy traps, but kind of repeats the same formula.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. I like the first one more. It's more realistic, I guess, to a degree.
Two of my favorite thieves, though.
Yeah.
Marv and Harry.
And my favorite part of any of those movies is when the spider gets put on his face and he screeches. Oh, I every time I laugh.
Yeah. Don't move. When he was there.
No, no.
Oh, I miss Joe Pesci.
Yes.
Even though he's still around, it's just that he's not young anymore like that. Younger.
Oh, that's how a lot of them are, man. I didn't even know Mark Hamill was in his 70s. That's insane.
Really? He doesn't look it.
No.
Definitely an 80s film. Dressed up in Indian gear and everything.
Yeah.
Product of its time.
Oh, yeah. You definitely can't do that anymore.
Yeah, the taller guy there at the end with the green shirt, he was the one who stayed at the bar in Friday 13th Part 2 and survived.
Oh, really?
Because he wanted to keep drinking. They all like left the bar.
Oh. It's been a long time since I've watched the original Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah. They should add the sound effects of Waterboy. When he's like running.
That would be amazing.
Someone do an edit of this.
Yes. Oh.
Gator Wade, Gator Wade. He's already changing his looks.
Yeah, it's definitely a Carpenter score with that creepy just noise he makes there.
Yeah, the score's great, and the music that the car plays is awesome too.
Yeah,
How it
I listen to the score once in a while, but I don't remember the music in here except for Bad to the Bone.
that and you can look, but you can't come in when they're trying to get in the car and different things like that. It's like it goes along with what's going on in the scene.
Hmm.
Like later when the bullies are smashing the car.
I'm excited to see that scene again, man. Oh, it's so good.
It's like the tables have turned here. Now he's like in rough shape and that. And Arnie's got the girl and got the car.
Yeah. Now, wasn't the original casting supposed to be like Brooke Shields and like Scott Baio or something like that?
Would have been interesting. I haven't heard anything.
Huh.
Could have. If this was real, Arnie would end up on like that strange addiction show. He's in love with his car.
Oh yeah, that was what I first thought of when I saw this. So I was like, I don't know if I can watch this now, but turns it's a lot better than that. Much more entertaining.
Oh yeah. Wish we still had a drive-in here. I never got to go to one.
Yeah, I've never been to one.
When COVID happened, they actually opened up one like an hour from here for just a limited time, but I never got a chance to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's because they couldn't have people in the theater, so they had it out, people in cars, right, in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I was like, smart.
I think the nearest one to me is in like South Dakota.
A ways.
A little ways, yeah. It's only like maybe 4 or 5 hours from here.
Yeah, a little far for a movie.
Yeah, it'd have to be one hell of a good movie for me to want to do that.
She's testing him.
I was about to say, ain't nobody gonna help or what?
Yeah. Get your goddamn hands off her. It's like, what do you think he's doing? Coincidence that she choked on the burger? I think not.
You were right, man. They had that song on there, "We Belong Together."
Yeah, see, like every time it plays music, it goes with what's going on.
I have to really pay attention to that now.
I thought he was attacking you. Oh yeah, sure. You messed up. And it's interesting too later on in the film when the killing spree starts. Do you think Arnie's doing it or just the car?
I feel like it's just the car.
And it's like they deliberately tint the window so you can't tell whenever the killing happens. I like that, or it like keeps you guessing.
I mean, at first I was kind of thinking it was him, but I don't know, just the way that the car is, but I don't know.
I guess they did it just so they would hide the stunt man, but it actually
Yeah.
makes it kind of more interesting with the mystery.
Yeah. No,
Even though it doesn't
I'm gonna say it's Christine.
even though it doesn't make much sense that it's not tinted now. Whenever he's going to kill, it's tinted, but whatever.
I mean, yeah, just one of those things you got to look past. It's hard to, but
Mhm. I'm not sure, but I believe later when something happens like that, I think Ernie says that he wasn't out with the car or something. It was at night, so kind of makes you think, right?
yeah.
How long were they hiding there?
Must have been there for a while.
It's like he's finally here.
Although, granted, they look pretty dry to be sitting there for a while, though.
Hiding in a barrel.
Yay. so painful to watch.
Right. Back then it was probably like $500. Nowadays it's like $80,000 of damage.
Yeah. Oh, cute.
What a travesty. They must have had fun beating that though.
Oh, I bet.
He's just in shock.
I bet you deep down she's like, thank God.
Yeah. She paid them.
That's a good theory.
They were there. They knew.
Yeah.
He called her shitter. Oh, I think this is a pretty tense scene.
I mean, the boy's got a point.
Yeah, it's this right here. His dad's like, what monster is this? I wouldn't even have attempted to say a single word like that to my dad. I would have put through the wall.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have just been like, whoa, this kid's crazy.
Yeah. My dad would have been like, say that again. I'd be like, no, no, that's okay, sir. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
apologize.
But again, I think the parents are just in shock because their kid wasn't like this.
He changed real fast. Oh, man.
The effects are so good too.
Yeah. Something
They
so simple, but so effective.
yeah, they just rewound the footage of it being like crushed or whatever. And it works really well.
Yeah. Although now, granted, with what just happened, I could see this at least being Arnie.
Yeah, it's it's always kind of debatable, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't mad.
Oh, that score, man.
Hmm. Now, granted, it wouldn't be that hard to get away from a car, right? You'd jump over a wall or
Yeah.
but whatever. He does like the girl in Prometheus and just runs straight when the spaceship's falling this way. It's like run to the side.
Oh, man. I just rewatched that again a few months ago, and that was my first thought too. I'm like, there, you had so much room. What the
I
hell?
know.
I,
I love how it gets narrower. Oh, it's in here where it gets narrower.
what the hell's that going to do?
Yeah, see, this would be all butchered by digital effects. It looks so cool
Oh,
here.
yes.
Jump up on the hood, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was my thought, or even like just jump up and try to hold on up there. Like you
There's
should
really no winning when it comes to a killer car movie. I mean, you could always kind of get away.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that makes me feel it was him when he's like, he already knows about it.
Hmm.
He's like proud of it. I like how he set up 2 candles.
Yeah.
Like they were gonna have a date or something.
And he brought a couple beers in.
Yes, a 6-pack, 2 candles, and a sandwich on the table. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, what the hell? I didn't know he was in here.
Yeah, detective. Oh, from Alien and Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Cut in half.
Jesus Christ. I will say the farther you go along in this movie, his acting gets better like every scene you see him in.
Yeah, when he's playing more of the asshole type compared to the nerd.
Yeah.
And he sells it.
Jeez.
Of course, he ain't getting carded.
Yeah, it's great. Sure looks the part. I do like how this takes place over like a good period of time, except within like a couple of days, like most movies would.
Yeah, it's like months pass by. He doesn't just snap overnight.
Yeah. Damn.
Like how it's stuck to it. And the Plymouth hauls the other vehicle in the woods and devours it. It feeds its young. It's like This is what it felt like when it was like dragging the car away.
Oh, Jesus. I think he's okay, right?
One of
I'm
the
not
coolest.
gonna lie. For a second, I thought this was the gas station from Body Bags.
Okay. This is one of the coolest shots I find with the car on fire.
Oh, yes. It just makes it even more scary.
Miss real explosions.
Me too. Damn you, Michael Bay.
Yeah. Again, you can run in the field, you know. But I'm not mad because it looks cool.
Yeah.
See that one where you're like, well, Arnie would have definitely been dead, probably.
Yeah. Unless Arnie has the shining, maybe he protected himself.
Maybe. Christine's going to be the next playable character in the Mortal Kombat extension.
Christina?
Imagine.
Man,
Because someone just told me they added Ghostface, so maybe
they
think
did.
that. Yeah.
Apparently, they have him unmasked. Apparently, it's actually Skeet Ehrlich,
Oh, really?
which is weird. I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say like Christine's gonna be the next playable character in like Fortnite or something.
If they would make a remake, they definitely would.
Yeah, they'd make it a vehicle in there for sure.
Yeah. I seen the fatality for Ghostface. Pretty cool.
See, I only saw and listened to like a few like the voice lines he has, but I didn't get to see any of the kills.
I know there's one where he's like about to kill a guy, and then it cuts to like the guy playing on his remote, watching the TV, and then Ghostface is actually behind him, going to kill the guy playing the game. I was like, that's cool.
Oh,
It's like very Scream like.
what the hell? That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw one with him and God, what's his name now from Invincible? Have you seen Invincible? No. Okay. Oh, Omni Man. He's got like a mustache. He literally looks like J. Jonah Jameson from the old Spider-Man movies.
Spider-Man, yeah.
That's the best way I can describe him. But I know he makes some joke about I'm going to cut your mustache off. Like, okay.
It was clearly the car because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Unless he snuck out, but I doubt it.
Unless maybe it's like both of them, unless they're like taking turns or something, maybe.
Technically, it is both them because later on, Arnie's in the car, so. I was gonna say it's a do-it-yourself garage, and they got a cop car there, but the cops are there.
You're in trouble now, buddy. Man, we're already an hour and a half in. Holy.
Yeah, pretty good pacing. Now it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Christmas. We're going through every
Search.
season.
Yeah. Surprised we didn't have one for Halloween.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving in the hospital.
It was past Christmas, and now it's New Year's.
Yeah, that's what it says. It says in the novel, the car was possessed by the evil spirit of Roland D. LeBay, where in the movie, it's evil from the day it was made.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's the difference between the book and the novel. But I guess most of everything else is pretty identical, except for the detective gets killed by the car in the book too.
Oh, really?
That's the only other difference. Yeah, then everything else is the same.
Huh.
Aside from the car being a 4-door in the book, but whatever.
Oh, ooh,
I
man.
like the
Continuity errors now.
yeah.
Knock
Well, they
knocks
said
off the star.
well, apparently the book is wrong because there was no car of that make with 4 doors, so
Oh, really?
mm,
Hmm.
it's probably how they couldn't film it like that. Is that when this movie's supposed to take place? 79?
Yeah. Because when he was driving up to Arnie's house, it's in 1978.
Okay. Yeah, it's true earlier. He had a self-driving car before Google made one. Shitters. I never heard someone call the people shitters before.
Never.
And he used it like 15 times through this movie.
Oh, because that guy's brother, he said it at first too. So
Mhm. Stephen King had That on the mind, I guess.
Yeah,
Must be a Maine thing.
it must be. Yeah.
I'm actually not that far from Bangor, Maine, where Stephen King had his house and everything. Probably like
Oh,
2 hours away from the border.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm up east, up north that way.
Oh, okay. You're up there. Okay.
Yeah, by like Nova Scotia, by Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, well, that's a good way for me to remember that.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys, My Bloody Valentine, stuff like that.
Okay.
We don't got much. We got them and hockey players.
No, you got more than we do. We don't have much here in North Dakota.
No. He's gone off the deep end.
Yeah. Oh, she's driving. Wow, I thought his car was alive for a minute too. Now.
It's like everybody's car is alive in this movie. It's just, his is evil.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Sentient.
It's the horror version of Cars before Cars was a thing.
Yeah. It's a prequel.
It is. It's a hell of a prequel.
Just missing Owen Wilson doing wow.
So who is he in Top Gun?
I'm guessing he's just in the class or whatever. One of the I don't think he's one of the main characters, but
I've only seen Top Gun once, so
I'm not a fan of the original Top Gun. I
ooh,
think I
don't
think
say
it's
that out loud.
I think it's okay, but I much preferred the sequel actually.
I haven't seen the sequel yet, but I heard that's one hell of a good movie.
Yeah, like the action's top notch and they did a good job at continuing the story. But now I heard they're making another sequel. I'm like, okay, ruin it.
Yep, that's how you ruin it, man.
See, that's what makes you think, is he gonna show up too? Because they're like, well, Christine will, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this was my VHS cover.
Oh, what the heck?
Like, there is a lot of blue in there, but for some reason, my mind remembered the car as being the blue part.
I I don't think it'd be as effective if it was blue.
No. Is this the poster that I remember that for some reason?
Hmm. I think I like the poster I have a little more.
With the flames?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cooler.
I'm assuming this must be Lee in the back, her face. Assuming, I'm thinking so.
They had the whole plan of her hiding in the office, and they didn't even check to see if it was locked.
Ooh.
And I'm glad he got his heavy equipment operating course.
Yes. Oh, that was cool visual.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit. I was wondering how many cars they used to film this. 23.
What?
Because of all the different like dents and stuff they had to do to it, and times it keeps getting repaired, and you know.
Holy shit.
It says one of the best like versions of the car that was left that wasn't too wrecked was
Mhm.
retrieved and bought and restored by a
Really? Where's that
collector
at?
in Florida right now.
Oh,
It's by a collector has it, but that's worth some money.
yeah.
Because I'm like, they must have had a couple cars because the amount of times it goes through shit in this movie.
Yeah.
There goes half your budget.
I was gonna say, yeah, a good portion of it's going just towards that car.
You hotwired it.
Yeah, why would you go in there? Oh, why?
I don't think they should have showed him in the car before he flew out because you never knew he was in there until it showed that one shot of him sitting behind the wheel. Because it would have been like a surprise of him flying out.
Yeah, and then it would have really have made you think if it was him the whole time.
Mm-hmm. That was the end of Ernie.
In a way, he kind of went out like how Corey did.
Yeah. He just had a better like way they wrapped up his character, I guess.
Yeah, lot better executed than
Yeah.
what they did with Corey.
For some reason, I prefer a car transferring evil than over like a toxic relationship over Michael transferring evil.
It does work better.
It's the whole scene where he goes in the sewer and fights Michael for the mask. I'm like, no.
My heart. I take it you're not an Eds fan, then obviously.
No. Like I said, there was good ideas in there. I just don't like the way it was executed.
That is fair. I've heard that a lot. I came around to it a lot. It's my number 4.
I mean, it's the opposite. It's been going down.
It's been going down. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. I had it in last place in my tier list.
Last place. Ole. Over Resurrection and Halloween 5, huh?
Yeah, and those are the two I had in last place before. They're both bad, but I don't know. I'm just find it more entertaining. I just get pissed off at ends now. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't blame
Yeah.
anybody.
Beautifully shot, great kills. Allison is at her best, I think. There's some good stuff in there.
It's kind of like with the Star Wars sequel trilogy. I get why people hate them. I really do.
Mhm.
But I'm a rare breed. I like them all.
I still love Force Awakens. Me, it's the Last Jedi that I just find it boring. I just have a hard time with that one.
How about Rise of Skywalker?
Visually stunning, but
Yeah. What about Rise of Skywalker?
I think I'm gonna have to give that another watch. I watched like 2-3 times now, and I'm still debating on if I really like it or not. I don't hate it like a lot of people. Biggest problem is the the way it came out of nowhere, the return of Palpatine. I feel like
Yeah.
it could have been done the way they did it. Just they should have set it up a little better, like perhaps but with the different directors and everything, they kind of had different visions.
Yeah, man. If it all would have been J.J. Abrams, I think it would have been way better received.
Oh yeah, I think it just would have been more focused, right?
Yeah, definitely. Wow.
We know what she can do. Hell yeah. Co-starring Christine. That was like
Yeah.
the girl's name. That must be like that Lee girl.
I'm assuming so.
Hell yeah, that was fun.
Kelly Preston. Why does that name sound familiar to me?
Isn't that like Regis and Kelly?
I don't think so.
No?
I think that's Kelly Ripa.
Oh yeah, it is. I know that name does sound familiar though.
Oh, isn't that John Travolta's wife who just passed away here a while back?
Maybe. I mean, that could be his brother in here since it looks like him.
Yeah, that's for sure. But man, what did you think? Is it still up there as one of your favorites?
Yeah, I still really enjoy it. I think it's a fun time. Movie kind of flies by. There's cool effects in there. You obviously have to turn your brain off a little bit for the kills and the whatnot, but you know that going into a killer car movie.
Oh yeah. I think my only slight criticism is Lee. I feel like we don't get enough of her, and I feel like she's just kind of
just there to be the girlfriend kind of thing.
Yeah. Other than that, man, yeah, wow. Still an awesome film. Definitely worth the rewatch. Definitely, I think it'll be on my yearly watch list. It's just a hell of a good time.
Oh yeah, really rewatchable.
Yes. Well, all right, guys, that is going to do it here for our watch along for Christine. I want to thank Nick for popping by and watching this with me. So, Nick, gonna put you here front and center. Where can we find you and what you got coming up here?
My channel's the Movie Ranker, and coming up on the channel next we'll be ranking the Terrifier movies with Hallows Eve in there as well. So 4 films. In December, my next Ranker Live will be with Ledger Forever, and we'll be doing the Harry Potter franchise, which I've actually only seen the first film, so that should be interesting. And yeah, that's kind of what I got on my radar for now. I'd like to squeeze in the King Kong movies and the Phantasm movies before the end of the year. So I'm going to try to do that as well.
You've only seen the first Harry Potter?
I have, back when it came out, and then I never continued. I fell behind, and I was just like, when you fall behind a franchise, it's like, oh, well, now there's like too many. That's what I felt like.
Man, wow. Really?
Yeah,
wow.
So that's going to be an interesting franchise to tackle.
Oh, man. My favorite is Deathly Hallows Part 2. It's so damn good. Oh, man.
Yeah,
I feel like you might like 3. I feel like it's one of the beginning of like the darker films in the franchise, and
yeah, as they go, they kind of mature a bit.
Yeah, I don't know what the best way I can describe it. It kind of in a weird way feels like a classic monster movie in a weird way. So I think you'll end up liking that one a lot.
Yeah, that and the Fantastic Beasts movies as well. The 3 of them. So, which I've heard mixed things about.
They're watchable. Definitely don't compare to Harry Potter. That's all I will say for that. So, all right, you guys, that is going to do it. So make sure you guys head on over, go check out Nick's channel. A lot of great content. Collaborate with him in a specialist ranking. Still got to catch up and do my last specialist ranking we were supposed to do like 6 months ago that I didn't do. So, yeah. But with that being said, you guys, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you.